Okay, I think that is that, and that is that, and we are nearly set up. All is good.
Yes.
So, thank you so much, gorgeous Gabby, for agreeing to chat with me about the 7 day Sound and Chakra Healing Retreat, which I have now renamed. Um, what have I renamed it? I've renamed it the Identity Reset Retreat. So it's becoming you, the Identity Reset Retreat, because I realized that so much of the work we do, whether and you've worked with me one to one, you've done my vocal confidence workshop, you've done several retreats with me now. So, and as you know, so much about the voice is about how we see ourselves. And that's really the magic of the work. So that's why I've renamed it. But people don't want to hear from me. Um, I've got the 7 day retreat coming up again in September. And I know you were tempted but unable to return again to do more this year. What is it about that 7 day retreat in particular that it means it's something that you feel that actually you want to return to? And what is it that happens on that retreat? What is it that you love about the work?
I think the main thing that attracted me to the retreat was to find myself again in the noise of your family, your work, your friends, and just refinding the identity of who you are. Because I think we keep on evolving constantly, and at some point, you just find yourself lost in the crowd and you just want to find again your voice with the right tone and with your flaws and virtues, and that's okay. And I think I found an amazing group of people that allow me to be myself. And with your guidance, I really redefined who I am, and more importantly, also who I want to become later, because that doesn't stop right there. You keep on evolving as well. So yes, unfortunately, this year I had like several commitments, travels, etc., that would not allow me to go to the retreat. But I do recommend it 100% because it's life-changing event.
Mm.
So thanks to the retreat and everything I've put into practice, like I said, I went in with the preconceptions of who I was based on beliefs of what people thought about me, but not who I really wanted to be. What were my, what I really like, what I dislike, most importantly, setting boundaries with my loved ones, which sometimes is very difficult, but it comes from love, it's totally respected as well. So,
Mm.
with those preconceptions that I had, now I was able to find my voice. And because of that, I'm able to be a little bit more free and a little bit more vulnerable with others to just express my opinion. And I know this will be accepted. And if sometimes change takes a little bit of time for others, because for yourself it's a little bit more instant during the retreat, because you stop fighting with yourself because you can see things clearly. And also you have different mirrors with the rest of the group as well, because they are your checking points too. And obviously with your guidance, then that makes the whole of the experience. So it's very immersive, but
Mm.
at the same time you have a lot of freedom to decide whether you need to sleep, whether you need to take a little bit of a snack, whether you want to laugh, whether you need to cry, whether you whatever it is that you need to do, you have that. Um, uh, you're allowed to do that, if you will,
Yay.
and
I
others
love that.
also allow that for you.
And I love what you say about on the retreat, the shifts happen so quickly for you because you're there. and then allowing yourself to recognize that when you take that back out into the world, it might take other people a little bit of time um, to get used to this version of you. How have you found? I know there's so much gorgeousness that you've shared with me and with the group about the shifts that you've made, but things that you're happy to talk about publicly in terms of the shift within yourself. How does being on that retreat, how has the sound healing in particular, because a lot of people are, they think sound healing, they just think a gong bath, whereas when we work with the voice in the sound healing, how did that change your relationship to yourself in terms of becoming more you and allowing space for the you that you're going to become in the future? How did the sound healing particularly help with that shift?
I think, like I said before, you come with these preconceptions of yourself, but in reality, there are masks that you put to yourself. And sound healing allows you to be true to yourself. Because even if there are things that you can express because you don't know how, they will come out while doing sound healing. And the name says it itself, whether you need to cry, laugh, or shout loudly, it will be allowed for you to do so while you're doing the sounding, because it's so powerful as well that it goes where it needs to go, where you need that part to be healed.
Mm.
And the beauty of it is that where you put mask with others, you can't do that with yourself, because it will come out, it will be revealed, but it will also make you feel better because you will find that balance. Truth be told, that now, because of that, I'm taking steps to things that I had stagnant for years, and then I feel that that recovery has, I've been making changes faster now that I have done in years, with like, I don't know, trying to lose weight and going to the gym now, because I keep on doing sounding. I don't have those masks telling me, oh, because I have work to do, I have this commitment to do,
Mm.
I have this, that, the other. I just do it because I know it will be good for me. So then it's not even for vanity, it's just for my well-being. And that is,
Through the sound
yeah,
healing,
yeah,
you've taken away the, as we like to call on retreat, the excuses,
yeah.
the reasons that are really excuses for not honoring the version of you who lives inside. Would that be right?
Exactly.
Mm.
100%.
Gorgeous. And we're talking about vocal sound healing here. And now that you've been doing this with me for a couple of years, and you first came in through a public speaking route, you just wanted to be more confident in public speaking for your work, but then discovering the vocal sound healing. The biggest problem I have with this is describing what vocal sound healing is, because I'm so entrenched in it. If you were to describe, if someone was going, I'm thinking about this retreat, but what is vocal sound healing? Like, what do you do in terms of the vocal sound healing? How would you describe it, Gabby?
For me, is finding inner sounds that will go in line with what you need to align in yourself, whether it's your chakras, whether it's your spirituality, whether it's energy that is stuck. So somehow you start to put attention to your body through sound. And that's so beautiful, because how many times do you really stop to listen to really your body? Almost
Mm.
like, for example, something that happened after sounding is that you still have this pool of sound within you, which is so beautiful. And then you go take a bath, but like, how many times you stop and think how the water touches your skin, where you feel that your body needs a longer massage. So it's like that with sounding is having this powerful energy through your vocal cords that gets activated somewhat in yourself, and and then you either heal something, because it's almost like giving that massage. So the way I can
Mm.
describe it is like that: when you're taking a shower, for example, and you feel the rain, right? You feel it in your face, you feel it, and there are times that you put more pressure in places where you need to, right? And then you give that massage where you need that, because oftentimes you take a shower to, get clean. I feel like sounding is that powerful energy where you need a cleansing, when you need a deeper, like, sort of massage to your body, where you need to put that attention in. And
I
it's
love this
just,
description. It's so cool. So it's like your voice is like an inner power shower
yeah,
for your
yeah,
emotions and your physicality. And I love it because you can, right? You can choose. You go, oh, you make a sound. And you're like, oh, I'm feeling it there. Do I need it to go deeper? Do I need to do it louder? Do I need to do it gentler?
yeah,
But you can focus on that one point, just like when you're standing under a shower and you go, oh, that's the point. Oh, that's it. And that's kind of what we do with our voice. I love
yeah.
that description. Thank you.
And then you'll be surprised that you can reach tones that you didn't imagine that you could reach, but that's what you need as well.
Mm.
So yeah, it's beautiful, and I thoroughly recommend it.
Oh, and talking of which, if people are thinking about coming on the retreat, and the next one is the 11th to 18th of September in Somerset, for those who are maybe watching and thinking about it. And there's a maximum of 7 people. If people are watching or have been looking at it and thinking, oh, I'm tempted, but everyone talks about the emotions coming up. Um, what if I don't want my emotions to come up? Or how how would you describe the retreat in terms of it being in terms of the emotional releases that do come up either for yourself or other people in the group? Like, what is that like to experience while you're there?
Well, truth be told, you are able to share as much as you want to, but you need to think about doing this for yourself, not for others. It's again taking out that mask of what would others think of me and what would be their perception of me. You need to be there for yourself first. And then, second, is that you will be able to share what you want to share, but the truth is that you have spaces to go deeper within yourself, where you can self reflect, and then you can write all that down, and then you can have a session with Judith, because she allows for that as well. And there you can discuss on a one-to-one setting, for
Mm.
example. But to be honest, most of the people, if not all, that I found in the retreats have become really closer friends of mine, and we sort of now make a community, because we're now a tight bunch, because obviously we have been vulnerable with each other, and that allows us to get closer. And the best is that I'm never seen any judgment from anyone,
Mm.
no matter how difficult the situation has been, or how deep we share our, intimate, issues as well. So
Vulnerable challenges, yeah, and I love that because that's so important to me that it is a space where I invite everyone to share something after each of the chakra sounds. But if that something is, oh, I found it really difficult to actually make that sound, and it physically felt like it was trapped in my chest, like that's it. If you might have written 5 pages in your journal, but if
mhm.
that's all you choose to share in the group, there's no pressure to share anything more than that. Or it might be, oh, I really enjoyed that one. It felt like my whole body was tingling, because I think we focus very much on the big challenging emotions that come up, but actually sometimes there's real joy as well, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And also you can see everybody's evolution from the start to the very end, which is beautiful to witness as well. And there are things that you yourself maybe don't want to realize because, again, those masks. But then again, if you listen enough, then you find out the answers and then you can clearly see the evolution. But I think that's the highlight of the trip as well, that others can see that how you've been evolving and how you've been progressing in this journey, and that you accomplish what you set to accomplish, because you need to have an intention to go to the retreat. Whether it's not clear then, it will get clear when at the end of the retreat, that's for sure.
I love it. Oh, thank you so much for your time. Before we sort of wrap up, I'd love to know what are your what were your favorite elements about the 7 day retreat? What were your favorite things, either daily things or the favorite things that you've experienced overall?
It's hard to name a couple because there are so many. First of all, is your guidance, because you really tend to accommodate to everybody's needs. And that's just amazing to witness, because we're also different as human beings, but you make sure that everybody is really taken care of with all our different needs. I'm just not talking about food only, because there might be celiac people, there might be, uh, what is it? Yeah, I might not eat certain things, etc. Might be allergies, you name it. But it's not only about that. It's just accommodating everybody's needs, and location is beautiful. I think Judith has the always the hits the nail on the spots that she chooses, because nature is beautiful and we always have magical experience with sunsets, with horses, with, I don't know, beauty of forest, sea, you name it. So we always find beauty in everything that we do,
Mm.
and we're blessed with, I don't know whether, I don't know what it is, but it's always make it magical. Food is always like unbelievably good. You never go hungry, but it's so funny that you are so fulfilled with so much energy, and then you're not so hungry also, because you are emotionally fulfilled most of the times as well. And then you find the right balance between doing the work and taking in what you learn, because Judith always allows for you to have that space to reflect, which that is beautiful. And sometimes we don't take enough time to do that in our modern day lives as well.
Oh, I could talk to you forever about. It's so lovely hearing the retreat reflected back through your experience. And if someone was thinking about it, but they were a little uncertain as to whether it's low thousands in the investment. So let's not skirt that question. If they're going, oh yeah, but 2.5 grand for a week in Somerset, is it really worth it? In terms of the investment, what would you say? And one of the things you said earlier actually was, you've spent years like procrastinating or doing other things and not taking action, and then you do the retreat and you're taking action. But um, in terms of that as an investment in yourself, if someone was worrying about the money side of it, what would you say to them?
I think the best investment you can do is to yourself, because whatever, a 7 day retreat might seem like nothing, but at the end of it, you will come out with clearer thoughts, with a clearer vision of who you are, what you want to achieve, and what your next goals would be. And so then there will be no more procrastinating, for example, which for me is the best investment that I could have. And when you add the location plus the one-on-one coaching and the dedication you have, plus the food, plus the company, plus the scenery, it's like, I don't know. It doesn't have a price for me, that, and I will do it if if I have the time, for sure. If I didn't have commitments or weddings and
Yeah, you Ruby wedding anniversaries, weddings, you've got it all happening this year.
yes, so I would definitely go. But I would say if you're shy, you can start by just going to 3 day retreat. But if you can, I would say go for the 7 day, because you will have uninterrupted from day one every single one of the elements that make your whole body, vibrate, and will make your whole body just be reactivated and in line with what you want. You will find that harmony, I think.
Oh, thank you so much, Gabby, for your words. And if someone has been watching this and you've got all the way to this end and you're like, oh, now I'm really tempted, something really important I need to say that Gabby sort of mentioned earlier is I very much curate these retreats. There's a maximum of 7 people, and I make sure that it's the right retreat for you. So energetically, emotionally, that you're in the right place to come on the retreat. And also that energetically, the people who are on the retreat are a right match for each other. So if you are tempted, please do drop me a line. Let's have a connection call, and then we can find out that it is right for you. You can ask me any questions that you're concerned about, or any little extra things you might want to ask or curious about. And of course, with the financial thing, because I don't hide from this, I do installment plans. So let's find out what would work for you, because what's most important is I don't want you, like Gabby was, stuck for years trying to get things done, when this is here and could help you become the version of you that you are going to love, embrace, take action with. Um, so we have an identity reset so that you're in that place to become not just who you are now, but to make space for who you're going to be in the future. Gabby, any last words from you?
I think it's really important what you said about the payment plans, because you're so, again, accommodating. Again, I would say that if I'm thinking about money, if I'm really serious about becoming the best version of myself, things will manifest for me to go, and then I will find how to make those payments. I was worried before, and thanks to some payment installments that I had, I was able to pay, because I had some projects on the side that they just finalized, and I was able to find the resources. So again, I was thinking that in the past it was part of my how to say it, pretext part of thing. Like, what if I don't have the money? Truth be told, when you want something, you do everything in your power to achieve it. And this is one of the things that you shouldn't procrastinate any longer. Things will manifest for you as well. And Judith will help you achieve that too.
Oh, you're amazing. I love you. Um, Thank you so much for your time, Gabby. Thank you if you've been watching this all the way to the end. And if you have got all the way to the end, I know you're interested. Give me a call. I don't do heavy sales. If it's not right for you, we'll find something else that is. If it is right for you, you can come and have an amazing life-changing experience. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to hit the end record button. We'll put these back on so I can see what I'm doing. And stop recording. And hopefully I will